Hey everybody, welcome to week 3 of Pilates with Paul. This week we're going to work a lot on rotation, make this nice and strong before we get back on the courts.
Hey, what do you got in your hand, Paul?
Brought my racket. It's feeling weird. It's been a long time, but I can't wait to hit it.
I'm so excited to have a racket in my hand too. Paul actually just re-gripped this specifically for me to match my shirt. Thanks, Paul.
You got to match. You got to match.
It's matchy-matchy. Okay, so this week, if you guys have been doing week 1 and week 2, welcome to week 3. So we're going to progress and add on to some of the things that we've been working on. Let's start with a warm-up. You ready to go?
Let's do it.
Okay, so first exercise to start, really simple. Toes are going to go out a little bit, and we're going to use our racket today throughout the workout just because we want to have our racket in our hand.
Get close to our friends again.
Okay, let's extend your racket out from your chest, Paul.
Yep.
Simple stuff. We're going to drop down into your hips, so we're just warming up here, okay? So chest stays elevated here. So again, at home, guys, if you're just waking up or just coming to your mat, take up a lot of space. Turn your toes out just a bit there, Paul. So what do you notice in the difference when you turn your toes out?
A little more adductors on the inside.
Exactly, yeah, a little bit more into the inner thigh. So I see a lot of hip injuries for people going for the ball too quickly and have tight adductors. Let's go 4 more. So at home, you're going to aim to do 15 to 20 reps of each this week, guys. 3, good. Last 2. Awesome, let's do 1 more. Great, so from there, let's go ahead and just bring your toes to point straight, okay? And we're gonna turn your racket this way. So we're gonna open your right arm up, and then we're gonna pass the racket in the middle and then open up the left side. So again, this is just a warm-up, guys. You're getting into your shoulders, a little bit of a mobility through your chest there. Excellent, Paul.
It's a good one before we play too, activating the posterior chain, getting those shoulders activated before we start hitting tennis balls.
Awesome. Keep a little micro bend in your knees if you can, and then zip up your jeans. So pull your low abs in. Yeah, you wanna make everything dynamic and active here. Good. Let's go 3. Again, at home, you guys are aiming for 15 to 22. And last 1. Awesome. Good job. From here, take the racket, keep it as it is, turn it front and center.
Yep.
And then we're going to hip hinge forward. Come all the way down, drop your racket, and then heel toe your feet a little bit wider. Yeah, good. We're going to do a little T-spine stretch here, Paul. Keeping your right fingertips down, open your left arm up. Did I just hear a little crack there?
Yeah, I got a little adjustment there.
We call that a self-adjustment.
My flexibility through this back is unbelievable, isn't it, Jen?
I feel like your hamstrings are opening up a little bit, though.
I don't know. I hope so.
Okay, again, at home, you're really reaching to open up a little bit more each time. It's cold up here today, eh?
Yeah, it is. We're getting warm.
You're doing the work. That's it. And 1 more with the left there. So again, guys at home, do as many of these as you need to get warm. Come on to center, grab your racket, roll it up. We're going to go ahead and get started. Awesome.
Let's do it.
Okay, so with our racket in hand, we're going to set up for our first exercise. This is called a split lunge. So step your left foot forward there, Paul, and extend your right leg out behind you. So you're going to pop this back heel as much as you can. You got it. And let's take the racket up and behind your head. Okay, so a little chest opener here. We're going to do a split lunge. So Paul's going to lower his right leg down towards the floor, and he's going to turn over his left shoulder. So let's go the other, your other left. Come back to center, and then drive up. So we drop down. You're going to rotate and turn left side, open, and then drive back up. So talk to me about what this would do for you on the tennis court, Paul.
Well, being able to rotate this upper body like this is really important for power. The more you can separate your upper body from the lower body, the more power you can generate on your forehand, your backhand, and your serve.
Awesome, good. That's it. I feel like I could just, this is a good coaching technique. Just get lower.
This is also going to help you as you load your legs to hit forehands and backhands. Whoa! It's been a while since I did that movement.
We should put that on the blooper reel. Okay.
Definitely the blooper reel.
Let's go right foot forward this time. Yeah, there we go. So from here, same thing. So we're going to drop the back knee, turn into your right side this time. Come back to center, then drive through your front heel. Okay, so lower left knee down, rotate over right. Oh, you're tighter on this side. So notice the change in the mobility there?
Big time.
Yeah, so come down. I'm going to stabilize this right knee. Good job, guys. Now I want you to think about keeping your hips forward and square. 1 more here, Paul. So 15 to 20 of these guys at home. Okay, take it all the way up. I'm only going to make Paul do 5. We don't want to see him lose his balance again on TV.
Oh, I'm good. I like it. You got to fail to get better.
Always a good suck-up athlete. I like it. Good. And 1 more. Now you're really getting warm. Good job. Okay, come all the way up. Excellent. All right, so moving on from there, we're going to do a standing hip extension. So from here, grab your racket and hold out in front. So we're going to bring our feet together and find a little hip hinge. So your bum goes back and then pull your belly button in to support your low back. We're going to extend your right leg out behind you. Dorsiflex the foot so you're nice and athletic there. Now from here, we're going to lift and extend your right leg up and then tap the toe down. So option 1 here, guys. So this is hip extension. We're challenging our glutes here and we're extending from our hips, so working hip mobility. Notice how Paul still struggles a bit to keep his legs totally straight.
That's right, those hamstrings are mine.
All right, now if you want to progress, because this looks strong, Paul, you're going to draw the knee in and then you're gonna push it back into hip extension. So pull it in. Remember last week we talked about your plantar fasciitis?
Yes.
So from here, you want to bend the supporting thigh and then use your core to draw the knee in and then extend and drive through your heel. Good, one more time this side. Awesome job. And then what we do to our left, we want to do on our right. So go ahead and plant your right foot.
Doing this will help a lot with those glutes, give us those IG bums, but it'll also do a great job on the tennis court helping us decelerate and then accelerate on our serves.
Yeah, this hip mobility is a little tighter on this left here, right?
Always has been. A lot of deceleration in tennis. We just go from your right to your left. So we got to make sure we work on those left hips as tennis players if you're right-handed.
Nice job. Yeah, you're really gripping the mat with your foot there, Paul, working the muscles through your feet, your ankles, your shins. And
almost wobbled again.
We'll finish with that. Good job. Really nice. Okay, moving on. Good job. You're getting warm.
Getting up quick.
Come on to center. So we're going to come right down onto our knees, guys, okay? So let's go ahead and hold our racket right up over our head. This is just a little lateral bend. So what we're working on is trying to engage our oblique muscles. So take a big breath in through your nose, Paul. And then as you exhale out of your mouth, you're just going to lift up and over to the right side. Feel that little crunch happening through your abdominals. And then let's go ahead, go left. Awesome. So we were talking earlier about this one when we were doing our warm-up here. Exhale, take it up and over. Talk to me a little bit about this exercise.
It's a big one for serving. Tennis players lose this range of motion through here. And the further you can get into this range of motion, the more room you have to accelerate back as you hit your serve. So really working this range of motion and your obliques. It's really important for your serve.
So if you can visualize this at home, you guys, think about drawing your hip bone to your bottom rib. So almost like I'm sliding the racket in here, Paul. See if you can squeeze the racket. Got it?
Yep, got it.
You feel your obliques contract there?
Much better.
Maybe you guys can get an assistant at home to help you with this.
They won't be as good as you, Jen, but I'm sure they'll be great, whoever they find.
Last one. And take a breath. Really, really nice. Good job, Paul. Let's come down to your left side. Let's come on down to your left side. So we're adding on. So this first option of this, we're going to try a little lateral side plank on your elbow. So remember to stack your elbow under your shoulder. And then from here, we're going to work a little bit of rotator cuff work for strength. So grabbing the racket and taking the palm down. Notice how Paul set up a nice 90-degree angle. So we're trying to just externally rotate that right arm, and we pull the shoulder blade together on your back. So are you feeling these little tiny, tiny rotator cuff muscles we got going here?
Big time. This is really important for that shoulder stability, which really, again, helps with your power on your forehand and your serve, be able to stop that shoulder.
So this far into this exercise, have we lost our hips here? Have we yeah.
Probably a little bit.
Good. So from there, guys, keep pressing into the left forearm. Keep pushing the left shoulder down. Okay, last one here, Paul. And then gently bring it to the mat. Okay, so if you guys are going to do this workout 2 or 3 times this week, let's go ahead and show you the progression. So Paul's going to show you the little bit more challenging option. So from here, you're going to come in, and I'm going to bring you down for a sec, Paul. Notice, so Paul right there, we think that we're stacked, but sometimes we're not. So bring this arm in a little bit more.
There we go.
So this clean line right there, excellent.
Perfect.
Now, this right arm's going to reach up. So this one is a little bit more extension. You're going to thread your racket right underneath, and then inhale to open it up. Big breath in. Yep. Big stretch. Oh, awesome. And then exhale, thread it through. Yeah, and each time we're trying to get a little bit more range of motion, guys. So this is that's extension. Oh, you're showing off. Good, good, good. Let's try one more like that. So that's an option, everyone at home, if you want to work on progressing that lateral movement.
Or you can just go to here.
Yep, and bring it on down. Beautiful. All right, let's bring your bum to the mat. Woo. So from here, setting up for our scissor kicks here, you're going to just grab your racket in your hand. So getting into our core here, again, you guys, seated position. You're going to slowly roll yourself halfway back to you to feel your abs turn on. Can you feel your core?
Yeah, they're in now.
Yeah, okay. Lean a little bit more.
Pushing me here.
So grabbing your racket, you're going to grab the handle.
Yep.
We're just going to thread a little figure 8 and then lower it down and then lift and lower. So a little dexterity here, getting used to passing the racket.
Without hitting your legs, hopefully.
So Paul's got this one down. Look at how coordinated you are.
For now, watch what happens to me next.
So if we want to make this a little more challenging at home, you guys, Paul's going to hover both feet.
Oh, God, here we go.
That's it, and then take it up. So you guys can option to keep the feet off the floor. You're balancing on your sits bones. Yeah. How's that core feeling now?
It's getting a little more work.
Keep it going now. We go 8, exhale, use your breath. 7, remember that Pilates breath? It's a little breath out. Good, go 4. Go 3, breathing in these masks. Go 2, and go 1. Awesome job, Paul. Pause and center, yeah. Drop your
beast ready yet.
And take a breath. You're gonna stay on exact same posture, and then we're gonna roll ourselves all the way down to your mat. Oh yeah, you're getting warm. All right, so from here, we're gonna set up into this bicycle movement. So remember our tabletop posture from our Pilates series. Your knees are stacked directly over your hips. Now, today I'm gonna ask you to be really athletic. Can you dorsiflex your feet? Yeah, flex the ankles. You're gonna take your fingertips at the base of your head, keep your elbows nice and wide, draw your low ribs down and come halfway up. Yeah, now we're gonna move into a little twist. So as Paul comes up and takes his left shoulder to his right knee, we're gonna extend the opposite leg. So from here, we're gonna press, yes, and then exhale, twist from center. So this is a straight up bicycle movement. So we're just rotating and pushing. So right arm crosses to, yeah, right and left, and then exhale to twist, rotate other side. Good. So almost like you're pressing your heel against the wall. I want the legs to be super active. Good, exhale and cross. You got it, good. So we're twisting from the base of our ribs, really engaging your obliques, those diagonal muscles that run along your rib cage. We're just definitely working on Paul's coordination.
I'm not a dancer.
Exhale, twist, good. Let's go 4 more, Paul. Breath goes out. Yeah, really working in this front body, this a whole front chain, anterior chain, 3. Good, last 2 here. Exhale to twist, use your breath. Good, let's try one more time here, gang. Exhale. And then bring yourself all the way down to the mat. Take a breath. Woo!
Harder than it looks. I sure didn't look very good, but it felt all right.
Let's see if we can sneak in a quick little stretch here, Paul. Take your arms out into a T and turn your palms down. Really simple. We're gonna do what we call windshield wipers, and that's actually exactly what it feels, what it looks like. So you're gonna take your knees to the right and just allow that little hip opening. So hope maybe you got a little adjustment here in our back.
Yeah, nice stretch.
Okay, and then just use your abs to pull your knees back in, and then same thing other side, okay?
This is really good for that IT band and those hip flexors.
Big time.
Get very tight through that area. You can see on this side I'm quite restricted in that left hip. It'll help us a lot with increasing our range of motion there.
All right, are you ready for your final exercise here, Paul?
Let's do it.
Okay, bring your hands down by your side. So last week we did just a double leg bridge. Well, I'm gonna bring your heels a little closer to your bum on this one, okay? So, and walk your feet a little closer together, all right? So we're gonna set up a single leg bridge, but first let's go from both legs first. So your hips are gonna come up, right? We're sending the tailbone up to the sky, and you're finding some length in the front of your chest and shoulders here,
Isn't this
right?
one like Gary Hopkins is made legend?
Now from here, let's extend your right leg up. Woo, look at that hamstring. Now flex this heel, dorsiflex the heel.
Dorsiflex.
Now you're gonna inhale, lower your left glute down, and then press back up through your left heel. Inhale to bring it down. Exhale, drive up. Good, so we're strengthening in this left side body. So we're separating left and right sides. Inhale down, keep pushing through your heel. Can you feel that?
Big time.
Yeah, this one is a little silent sleeper. It's really challenging. We're strengthening through our hamstring.
I can feel it all the way through my calves, it's great.
So last 2 here, inhale. Exhale, bring it up. And if you guys get a little hamstring cramp at home, feel free to drop it down. Now Paul's gonna bring everything down to the floor. So again, you might take a few windshield wipers in between if you want, or we're gonna go right away into this opposite side. So what we do to one side, we always are looking to build this balanced body, right? So from here, we extend the left up, yeah.
Oh, that's tight.
I can't wait to watch this video back so you can see the difference between your left and your right. But we're always a work in progress, right? So drive through that.
A lot of work needed.
Right heel, good, take your time. Exhale. I don't know if you guys can see this at home, but there's a whole lot of shaking going on.
Whole lot of shaking.
Good, that's it, breath goes out. Good, let's just do 2 more. So again at home, guys, you're gonna work within a range that feels good for you, but I'm gonna recommend 15 to 20 on each side and lower it all the way down. Take a little breath there. Nice work, Paul's determined. So reach around your knees, hug your knees to your chest, give yourself a little squeeze here. Awesome. So from there, if you just want to start to sort of feel a little gentle rock side to side, really try to think about flattening out your low back and feel your tailbone get really heavy there. How's that feel?
Great.
We're good?
I just can't believe the difference between my left and right side.
Well, that's why we do one side versus the other, right?
Apparently I've been needing to do Pilates for years.
So I'm just going to sneak this in because I didn't actually realize how tight Paul's left side is versus his right. So this is ad hoc today. But if you have something at home like a towel or maybe a little TheraBand here, I'm going to show you. Paul's really warm right now. So the best time to work on your mobility is when your muscles are warm. So they're your muscles are like an elastic band. So if you take this band outside in the cold and you try to stretch it, what's going to happen? It's going to snap, right? So we don't really want to start going on court and just dive into a hamstring stretch, right? So let me show you this though. You're gonna take your right foot to the floor. Let's do the affected side first. So let's lift your left leg up. You're gonna find a band or a towel or anything that you have at home that can help you assist in this stretch. Yes, good. So from here, a stretch should really never be painful. You shouldn't feel pain.
Yeah, no pain there at all. But
right, but it should be maybe a little bit uncomfortable, right?
yeah, I feel that through the hamstring.
Awesome. So making that really active, really pushing and rooting your heel to the ceiling. Take an inhale, send breath to where you're feeling tight. And then as we exhale, we might look for a little more space. So we would hold this typically 20 seconds or so. But again, there's no cardinal rule, like what feels good for your body. Just check in with yourself, right? So let's go ahead and do the other side for you, Paul. So rule of thumb, be really mindful when you're working with bands that you don't give yourself a black eye. I've done it. It's ugly.
Release the tension before you release the band.
I've done it. It's ugly. Yeah, so there is quite a difference here, and that's actually super, super normal. All the muscles that are built on our pelvis, our muscles all originate from our lower body on our pelvis, and if our pelvis is rotated or in a different position and not perfectly neutral, your muscles will tighten up as a result of that, right? Yeah,
I'm very
really
far
pressing.
from perfect.
Oh, we're all a work in progress. All right, just gently, careful, bend this knee, and we're gonna loop that out. And then just to finish, guys, let's go ahead and cross over your ankles and just give yourself a few rolls. That's in Pilates series called rolling like a ball. So you're gonna try and roll along the length of your spine.
And you come back up.
Yep.
Like
yeah,
that.
that's it, good. Try one more time. So rock it back, roll it up. Beautiful job, one more. Come all the way up, find your sits bones, and sit nice and tall. You made it.
I made it, everybody. Rock the workouts this week. Have a great time. Stay fit, stay active. We'll be back on the court soon.
Boom.